Hello. 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 What's up? What's up? Hello. So, yeah. Time for a short session. As I always say, when it's time. But I need to. Now I'm using another sound card, external sound card, for the first time. So I need to check if I can. Yep, I could hear myself. That's good. Well, don't like my own voice, but I'm glad I have one, to be honest. So, what's up with you guys and girls, or whatever you may identify yourself as? I don't care. If you're here, you're welcome. So, and yes, for those that I have this, and it looks much worse in the camera than it is in real life. It's getting better until I start to scratch again and so on. Well, enough about that. Why this session? Well, why not? Haven't other? Yes, I have other things to do, but having a drink. It's Friday. Not that I have a drink every Friday, but today I'm having it because the weather is fine. Has been great weather today. Started out like mixed cloud, but warm. We have had over 20 degrees. Going to be warm this weekend, around 25, 26 degrees. And that's nice because it has been raining too much and been cloudy, and yeah, we haven't had a warm spring, so to say. So we need this, but it's going to get a little less good next week. But well, at least we had 2 days or 3 days with this one. So that's how the cookie crumbles about the weather. So, what else do I have to say? Yes, we are going to talk about a project. Project, you say? Yes, I said project. Oh, what's that? Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, go on. Oh, yep. So the project is not next week, but the week after that. Next week we have next weekend is midsummer here in Sweden. That is we are celebrating that. Quite one of the biggest week or holidays for us in Sweden. We like it. We have different things we do, but but after that, because midsummer isn't the important stuff. And the week after, around at the 25th, me and my friend Ulf are going to an island called Mjältön. I don't know what. Let's translate, because it's a really strange name. Because mjält. Mjält or mjälte is spleen. So an ön is island. So Mjältön, spleen island. I have no clue why it's called that. If it's like the shape of it, or if mjält also has like a old meaning. In Sweden we have lots of words that can mean different things. But for me, I have never heard that used in any other than when you're talking about your spleen. So, but we are going there. That is the highest island in Sweden, 285 something, 82 maybe meters. No, sorry, 236. I checked now, and hey, I made it much bigger than it was, but still 236 meters above sea level. But we are not going to be on top, on the peak. We are going to be in a little harbor with our, there is like, where you can swim and so on. But we are not there for that. We are going there for doing something called IOTA. It means islands on the air. We are going there to have a little expedition, because I have mentioned this before, but I mention again. It could be some new one that hasn't heard it before. So the word in ham radio, it's divided in zones, and it's also like first it's called bigger zones with the for example North America, Africa, and so on. Then each country is divided in smaller zones, and there is also all islands. And a lot of ham radio operator is chasing those locators, or how you should call it. This island has like Echo Uniform EU, because it's in Europe, 087. And the thing is, this region hasn't been active so much. I think it's like 20 years ago or so, and that was my friend Ulf as well. So we know if the sky allows us, if the atmosphere is not messing with us, so the propagation is super bad, we are going to have a blast, because you get pile-ups, people like all the time, and we are going to work 2 radios, so on different bands. If we get that to work, we need to have a good distance between the antennas, so we don't interfere and so on. But that's the plan. So we are going out there, as I said, the 25th, and start putting up the antennas and arrange. So hopefully, if everything goes as planned, we are up and running by Thursday afternoon, and we can start a little bit maybe and do a full go all in on Friday and Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday maybe before we go back. We are going by boat, of course, because we can't swim with all the equipment, and I am not that good at swimming. Not that distance, at least. Cheers. But we borrow my brother's and his wife's boat. It's a little bit bigger. It's at least one you can go inside, and it has cover over. I don't know what that is called. This. Let's see. Oh, I have messed around here. Well, it's like I don't know, cantry. So yeah, it's like half the boat you can cover with some fabric, and then you can sleep in the boat as well. But we are not going to do that. Maybe because Ulf is, oh my god. I can snore sometimes, but he snores sometimes so he can wake the dead. When he's on hotels with the work and so on courses, and he always get own room. Others shares a room, but no one wants to sleep. People besides in the rooms beside us sometimes complain and so on. But we will see. I can depending on how it goes, I can sleep in the boat if too bad. We will see how that goes. Lots of planning, because it's just not like just going there. We need to how much gas we need to buy, so we manage not only the trip there. We need a generator for the power to the radios and computers. We need the computers, 2 computers, because we are going to run 2 radios, so we need to log and all the cables, antennas, and food. Luckily, there is a little 5 to 10 minutes walk. There is a small harbor for visiting boats. That's not where we are going to be, but quite close to that. We are and there they have a little outhouse, so we don't need to bring any or buy any camping toilets and so on. It's enough that we need to buy. Ulf bought a tent, but not only for this, because he needed a new tent, so he can camp with his grandchildren and so on. Sorry for all movement. But yeah, and so he bought that, and I had fixed a camping tent, but he now bought that too, because we needed that. I could borrow from my brother. They have a small camping tent, not a party tent, but they didn't have the walls. But I thought, we buy some cheap building plastic or something and cover the walls. That will be enough. But he bought one. So there is quite much and to think about, to plan, and so on, and that is really nice. I like things like that, because you have something to look forward to that is special. And should we do that? And just planning it is half of the fun. Actually, sometimes depending on what it is, the planning can be even more fun than when you're doing it. But my biggest concern, and my brother, he had just had a service on the boat engine, and I asked him today if that gone well, and it had. So I don't know. It's still not in. They haven't put it into the sea yet. Into the water, but hopefully they do that this weekend. I don't know, maybe. But at least I know now they have fixed the engine, because it was some service. The engine wasn't broken, but they wanted to do some service because they didn't do that last year. And yes, so that is going to be nice, and we need to, Ulf also have got a app now, so we know with this fairway. Is that what is called? I think it's fairway. Yeah, fairway or sea lane if we so we know how to get there. My biggest concern is the weather because it has been so windy quite often, very often, much more than it normally is around this year. And yeah, some wind is okay, but if it blows to the west, it can be really even close to land. It can be quite much because it has the whole sea open, and the wind is like the sea over to Finland. And if we have blowing forward Finland, that's not as bad because then we have land that covers quite much, so the bigger waves goes much further out. But if it blows forward Sweden from Finland, it can be quite heavy because yeah. So hopefully it will not be too bad. If it is too bad, we will need to wait, maybe go on Thursday, and so on. And yeah, we were going to be 3 people on this, but a friend from south, he was, if some of you remember, he was visiting me for last summer. And he was planning to join in, but then he booked everything and all that. But then, for some reason, he said, "No, I skip it." So it's going to be just us. So that is what that's the most exciting I have to say. And for those that wonder why I'm, if you watch on daytime, you see me sitting here and wonder, doesn't he work? No, I don't. I am on sick leave until August because there is. I don't going to go too much into it, but it's work related, stress and all other things. So no, I'm not working at the moment. So, and of course that means I get less money and all that, but I need to be off work. That's the simple fact. So I think I will round up. I think no one is going to say something or ask something or whatever. So, and yes, yeah, we are going to stream. Hopefully, if we have 4G or if it's 5G internet with us, I think it was 5G, and if we have good enough connection, I'm going to stream. I will bring 2 cameras with me. So yes, there will be streaming, hopefully, from that island on the whole period. So that is planned, at least. Let's hope it works good. So, but yeah, I may even talk about it more next week or so, just to remind people, or just because it's fun to talk about, since it's a little plan. Now I will thank everyone that is members and all that. Yeah, you thought I forgot? Oh, we'll never forget. Oh, don't say that. I said that. Shut up. You shut up. So yeah, I'm not crazy. I do this sometimes. Talk to myself. So yes, where was I? I thank you for all that support the channel in one way or another. It is quite fascinating that uh, we only 500 subscriber from 20,000. That's amazing. Yeah. So thank you for all support, everyone, and don't forget the likes and so on. Take care, and yeah, you see me on the other cams, but you don't hear me. Bye bye.